Those 45 seconds seems like an eternity. But here we go. So we have a pretty standard setup in terms of defensively. And I have had zero sleep in probably 2 days when playing this game. But I hit a lot of shots this game. Okay, so the start of this round is pretty interesting. I got some bad advice at some point from I don't know, someone who I respected as a Mcree player, that they played Mcree more like Reaper, that they were really aggressive with him. And I started trying to play Mcree that way, and God, it just did not work. I really struggled to make things happen. Since then, I've tried to correct that and tried to play Mcree as I would like a Hanzo. Just sort of that, or Soldier, like that mid-range beatdown, waiting for cleanup, waiting for the team fight to sort of be winding down, and then going in to clean everything up. So even though my team is scattered to the winds here, that's why I've remained on this high ground, and I'm better off for it. Like normally I would have dropped down there, I'd probably be dead already, but in this case, just staying on this high ground, I have so much control of everything that's happening. I'm able to pick exactly the targets I want to kill. And in this case, I'm making pretty smart decisions in that respect too. Jeez, that mouse wave was gross. And you can see that as soon as I got hooked down, like, yeah, I was screwed. But there's no excuse for not killing that. And there we go. So we're gonna get hooked down, and you guys are gonna, if you can see it, just watch me wave my mouse. It's gonna happen right after I stun the Ana and go for the headshot. And this is something you can definitely correct in your own play. So, do you see that? That twitch? It's just that flick left and right. And what that is like, you know that you're not quite right. So you're trying to correct your aim, and then you overcorrect, and then, like, you wave your mouse back and forth. And all of that comes from the fact that you are gripping your mouse way too tightly, and you're not making that smooth minor correction with just a tiny movement, because you're holding on to the mouse so tightly that it's impossible. And that every time I see this weird shake from myself, that's what it is I'm like super intent, really focused, trying to, like, you know, I'm trying really hard. And that means that I'm gripping the mouse as though I'm like trying to crush it. And it's just impossible to make those smooth corrections when you do that. So if you find yourself missing easy shots, the first thing you should do is just take a small breath and, like, relax. And relax your hand on the mouse, relax your forearm, and just try and keep that smooth. Because that's exactly what you're doing. When your hands tense like that, you really cannot make small adjustments. It just doesn't work. So you have to take that breath, take that moment, and just consciously relax your hand and arm. And then go back to whatever grip you normally use. So this is just a delay high noon. Got a double kill out of it because I just waited forever. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about with Mcree. So I want to be the guy who's coming in to clean up. So they're coming in. I know that they're pushing in this point. I mean, it's not like that's some sort of miracle. They just capped A. Of course, they're coming charging into B. So I'm as far back as I could pause. I'm behind the healers at this point. And I'm just holding way, way back from maximum distance. Deadeye doesn't matter. I can do that from any range. I'm completely safe from that Reaper as a result. And I'm just here for cleanup. As soon as we start winning that team fight, that's when I come in close. And it is much better for my style of play. Hey, it's you in chat, Chrissy. Chrissy's also watching this review. This is why I mention it. So that positioning, real important, working really well for me. Just understanding that you have this amazing gun and using it from this long range really just controls the fight. And then as soon as that fight starts getting won, coming in for this cleanup. A nice headshot on the Reaper, save our Zarya, turn around and keep plugging away at the Reaper. Like, these guys, like, I know that I have a team here, and I know that they're doing work, but I am all over this fight. And it is simply by virtue of my position. So, like, I'm just hanging back. I'm not taking any risks. I'm not pushing forward. I'm not trying to do anything fancy. I'm just sitting here. And part of it's because I'm fucking exhausted, right? So, I mean, the shield comes up. I'm the first person to be shooting at the shield. Great. The Reaper teleports. I'm the first person to react to the Reaper. In the meantime, this charge comes in. Bam. Handled. Turn back around. Continue making that Reaper not want to be there, and then just finish them off. I've already got my ult back, and it's their second push, and it's all by virtue of those positions. I really like how I played this map. Usually when I do reviews, it's to complain about how shitty I am, but in this case, like, I'm just playing exactly how I want to play Mcree. And how I want to play any DPS is just handling problems. So they're coming in with this sound barrier. I pull off to the side, try to save her, but I don't think I do. And then we have dueling ultis here.
Come on then.
Oh, I think I had flashbang up there. I could have won that fight. That's a pretty big error on my part. Like, that could have just simply been a win. So we look at this cooldown. We have 7 seconds, 5 seconds. Right. Nope. I couldn't roll. I couldn't flashbang. That was just that fight. Another big earth shatter. Kind of lose my aim there because that guy surprised the shit out of me. Like, jump scare. Wish I could fast forward on YouTube. I guess I can. Too much effort. My team decides to emote and gives enemy Reinhardt a bunch of ult charge for it, which I find humorous. I should have been sitting there too, though, because that was pretty cool. So again, I'm just
the tiniest bit bitter.
so I didn't stun him in time. Part of that is because this took me a little bit by surprise. I'm surprised I didn't hear him teleport there. So that's a little unfortunate. Probably could it's difficult to save the team from an Ana boosted Reaper because you only have maybe at most half a second before they're dead. So the reason for that is Ana boosted plus Reaper ulti. You kill any 200 HP target in under half a second. Like it just takes one tick of damage. So for me to stop our team from dying here, I need to flashbang now, and I think I'm just out of range.
Fuck off.
So I'm just too late. Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, I mean, it's as simple as that. I needed to flash that much earlier. And it's very easy to say like, oh, well, my team could have done this or my team could have done that. The Reinhardt could have been more aware, but the reality is, like, if you want to win solo queue games, if you want to get better, you have to find those moments where you could have made your team win and correct them. Because, like, regardless, I'm sure that Reinhardt's good, but he made a mistake, and if we all 6 of us make that mistake, then we lose. I can only correct the mistake I made, and next time I'm going to be faster on my flashbang and more aware that Ana's ult was ready and Reaper ult was ready. Like, I should have known those were coming.
Mercy, and he's asking for res.
And then we start our attack phase.
3.
Take a bunch of damage from a Junkrat. So there's a Mcree on high ground there, and he automatically becomes my priority. I don't want him sitting up there thinking that he can just freely do damage, but I get in a real bad position there. So,
Why did I try pushing in without a Reinhardt?
like, this is a huge error that is easy to fix, right? Like, okay, so I see my Roadhog go for a hook. I know that my Tracer is dead, but whatever, I don't ever expect the Tracer to be a part of the fight anyway, so that doesn't matter. But my Roadhog's discorded with no HP. He's sitting, like, he's not a part of this fight. He's definitely, you know, he's either dead or he's retreating somewhere, right? So we know he's gone. I don't see anyone else on my screen. Probably wasn't paying any attention to the kill feed. Roadhog's back at full. He doesn't have Discord. My Lucio is in front of me. And yeah, ever since that Roadhog backed up, I've been in front of him. I've not been playing like from a good mid-range with my team in between me and the enemy. And of course I'm going to die. Like, I'm walking in the main gate of Anubis before anyone else. Just,
Why did I try pushing in without a Reinhardt?
it's just a very poor decision that... it's a mistake that I make all the damn time. I end up getting, like, annoyed that my team is still just standing there instead of doing a push. And walk in. I don't know. It's something I desperately need to correct. Yeah. There, Ryan gets a triple kill there.
Triple kill from the Reinhardt?
That death at least makes more sense to me because my team had gone in like, I need to support the team. Like, I'm fine with doing a push and dying. That's perfectly acceptable. But this, like, standing at the main gate waiting for, I don't know, some sort of magic to happen before you're willing to push is just stupid. Like, it's just a waste of time, and time matters on these maps. So, yeah, everything we're doing right now just frustrates me. Like, why are we standing here? Please, just push left or right. Go. Whee! We do this push, everybody dies to a Junkrat tire.
About that going anyway, but the left side thing.
And I remind the team that at the start of the round we said, if they have a Junkrat, make sure you don't go left.
Never go left. I'm talking to the tank. Don't go left. There is a Junkrat.
So we get here, we're staggered, one of our guys is still respawning, but again, I think it's that Tracer. We get the sound barrier, lots of ults coming in at the same time, and at this point I'm like, I mean, the kill feed's obvious, right? Like, my team's dead. And I have the option of, like, do I just go kill myself to respawn with the team? Should I go out here and try to pick off this Junkrat, who's the closest target? This is just not an option. Like, we can't go this way. That's just instant death. That's the way I go if I want to die, right? So, I elect to just kind of stand here. And I just hang out. And I think the smarter choice for sure was going to try to pick off that Junkrat. Like, I don't know what my play is here. Wait for this guy to find me, I guess, and then probably just die. And fall back to the team. Like, it worked out, but, I mean, 9 times out of 10, that's just a dumb decision. Die or get out. Like, your team's wiped. You're not going to win 1v6. So, I was a little worried because I didn't have flashbang. That's why I dodged away. Into a... And again, the reason I die there... So... Dirt. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, here we are again, hiding in the little cubby hole. Roadhog finds us. We just spam some damage and give him some ult, basically. Okay. Behind my team, where I should be, behind the Reinhardt shield, ready to do this push with them. Okay, they push in. Hammer down. So my team's down. I back off to the left. And the Mcree and I just kind of look at each other but don't do anything. And then I push the point alone. Like, I know this fight's lost. My team has died. We can see that in the top right. But, like, I was already out. I didn't need to come back in. All I've done now is fed this Reinhardt and this Roadhog more ultimate. Like, it's only 200 HP worth of ultimate, but why the hell would you do that? Like, it's just a silly decision to go back in there, and once again, it's that same mistake I keep making, which is I just try to make a push happen. I swapped to Tracer here because we're out of time, and I'm tired of waiting for the tanks to go in. With Tracer, I can just go in by myself. And it has an immediate effect of me just killing everyone. Oh, that's right. I remember that now.
I honestly was not expecting him to just suddenly drop out of trance and start shooting there. I was like, oh, I got like 5 seconds of standing around.
Yeah. The fact that trance was ending just surprised the shit out of me. I just had no idea that was something that could happen. My brain was not going to process that in a hurry. But at any rate, because I'm Tracer, I'm back on the point immediately. Destroy these two guys. I get stunned, but he got destroyed in the act. And then, yeah, I'm Tracering. Like, at this point, I am so annoyed that my team's not pushing. I want to show them that pushing is a thing that you should be doing. And it works. Like, they're trying to catch up to me at this point. I'm really sad that the Junkrat didn't die there. I feel like he should have. Like, it's just some weird geometry thing. He didn't take any damage from the tire, but... yeah. I'm happy with this Tracer play. It's something that I'm going to need to think about doing more often, where when I'm getting frustrated that my team won't push, I'm just going to force the issue by going Tracer and diving the point. I'm sure more times than not it's going to end up with me just being dead, but... So...
Point. Team. Point. Team. Point. Get on the fucking point. Oh, yeah.
In a nutshell, yes. That is what I'm annoyed with. Alright. We cap the point, becomes a tie game, 2-2. We head into overtime with them having the lead on time. At this point, I have decided that as much as I like Mcree, the Lucio's special. Like we saw him put that trap down, and then the Lucio just dies to it because he's a smart guy. Yeah, Kokilita. Just doing a review real quick here, Coke. So yeah, I've swapped to Reaper because I'm really not happy with what my team's doing with their lives, and I want to push harder. So I'm taking a class that can actually do so. Take up a good position here and do exactly what the hell I'm supposed to do, which is kill their healers, kill their DPS, kill their healers some more, then kill their tanks. Yeah. Like, you can't cap fast. Oh, God, the time in this is just going to destroy me. Okay. So this is the start of our push, right? The Rhine dies, so they're screwed. They're basically going to lose. I Wraith out because I start taking damage and I don't want to. Because that's... Reaper's amazing for that. Back out to this corner, and at this point we have 1 on the objective. I know that the majority of that team is still by the main gate. Because I'm not in that overlay. Coke. So I let these guys push in from main and wait for the healer. Like, that is such a simple play. But I don't recommend it. We should have had 3 on the point. Like, I know it worked out for me, but it's still a mistake. We should have had 3 on the point. It was stupid not to. Always do the simple things first, and then if the simple thing is done, then do the creative thing. So yeah, we get the point capped, and begin pushing next. I debate that teleport for a while and then realize that no, I can actually just teleport to here. Wraith with 14 HP. Yeah. So, I mean, like, I die here absolutely because of a mistake, but it's such a small mistake that I hate, like, beating myself up for it. But the fact of the matter is, I'm sure most of us die for mistakes like this. Like, I'm kind of goofing around, whatever, that's fine. Like, enjoy yourself while you play, I don't mind that. It's this. I missed the drop down. I tried to drop to that health and just failed. You know, I did not control my character the way I wanted to. I don't know how to fix that. Like, obviously hours played isn't an issue. Lack of sleep probably has more to do with it. But yeah, I mean, I would have lived had I not failed to actually drop down to the big health. Regardless, team's doing pretty well. Still on the point, right up until the point where I get here, in which case everybody's dead. I have to fall back. We have 60 seconds left. I start singing to my team because I'm tired. Wait for this team to get up. So everybody's here.
I have ultimate. Anna, how close are you? I just used mine. Okay. We're going in main with Reinhardt's going in. Like, get in here, guys.
For this push, it's our last push, so I elect to just go in with the team, like a good boy. They all get Earth Shattered, which is cool. I punish the Reinhardt, because anytime a Reinhardt charges, you must punish them. Like a hard-written rule of Overwatch, I guess. Come around on the little flank and wipe their team. Clean up? No cleanup. They must have gotten respawns. I actually don't remember the game, so my assumption was we just won there, but maybe not. Yep, we do win. Okay. So we take both points there. I mean, that's just standard Reaper BS, right? Like, walk into a team and hit Q. It's very exciting. Watch WoW. And then I decided to play Mei. Because I just want to play every character this map, apparently.
Please be dumb. Please be dumb. Thank you for being dumb.
I think I get totaled here. I think I lose this fight horribly.
I can't heal you. Sorry. Give us up.
Huh? No. I make it out alright. The D.va overcommits, gets wiped for it. They have a Genji now, so I'm just like, well, I guess you're free ultimate, I'll fight you. Shut up, Nightbot. Seriously, shut up, Nightbot. This Oblivious Ana is hilarious, but my wall is, like, real bad. I thought it was real good, and then I realized it was real bad. So I have to give up on the kill, which sucks. The Ryan does... I mean, I don't know what he's thinking. Jumping down into a Mei that's, like, built to kill him. These guys up here are a little bit smarter, and they elect to just stay in high ground, where they can just pepper us with shots. Blizzard's... Oh, this was interesting. I talk about this in stream. I'll just let myself say it.
Like, I totally thought he was... That was weird. I thought the Mcree had dropped down because the Genji in the corner... Yeah.
So what happened there is, just as I froze everyone, I saw someone on the left-hand side, and I thought it was the Mcree. Turns out it was the Genji. The Mcree hadn't dropped down, and he was just up there shooting at me. So, that's why I died there. So this is your basic hold. Every Genji tries to go over that wall, so I'm just ready for him. I knew he would have ult. Wall off the D.va ult. Does this guy pull the trigger? He does. How kind of him. But I think he kills me regardless, yeah.
The giveaway, type in !prizes, Lior. And essentially what happens is once the little box in the top left fills up, a winner is randomly chosen. Someone is pulled from chat to join the giveaway.
So this is like, a lot of people talk about how good Mei is at delaying captures, and this is a real good example of that. Like, I'm coming out of spawn.
Box in the top left fills up. A winner.
I can shut myself up here. So yeah. So their whole team is on the point. I might be the only one here. If there's someone else, I sure as shit don't see him. The kill feed is all red. Like, my team is dead. So it's really just a whole team against me. I must have had a Zarya barrier there before she died, because the Earth Shatter doesn't hit me. I mean, that's luck and wonderful. But this wall is really well placed. It traps out the Genji, and it makes their whole team have to sort of walk around to get to me. And players aren't the brightest. They don't see me anymore, so some of them just forget that I'm there. I don't know why this happens, but you will experience the same thing if you see if you play Mei. So as you can see, only 2 of them actually came around to fight me. The rest are just being stupid. Some of them were on the Zarya, I'm sure. So immediately into Ice Block as soon as they start pressuring me, because I want as much health as possible, and then finally die. There's no other character that can do that. Yeah, it's really strong for just giving your team time to get back to the point. And then I'm coming back with Blizzard, but they cap the point. So now we're like super tied. Did not realize this was the longest game in history, but it is. I'm still on Reaper here. This is the start of our attack. Final attack. There's nothing past this, I'm sure. I split from the team because at this point I just hate them. Force out the Mcree forces the Wraith. A good Mcree would have just killed me there, but that guy missed most of his shots, so I'm fine. He doesn't chase, still fine. Drop down onto the point where my team is. So, like, again, this is a horrible play that I should never make, and I'm rewarded for my stupidity. So, like, my team is trying to push main right now. I should be helping them. Instead, I flank right side. This draws off two very important members of their team. The speed boost and heals from Lucio and the damage from Mcree. They both come in here and ignore my team. So I'm just rewarded for my bad play because it lets my team just walk onto the point. By the time they react to it, they die. Like, I meet them here on the point. That was the Mcree and Lucio trying to get onto the point. I should have pushed with my team, but boy, was I ever rewarded for that. And this is just cleanup. Like, they're trying to get to the point however they can, but they're screwed. And that last stagger is pretty nice. Like, that's their Zen. I'm teleporting just for a quick advantage. Dodged the Mcree a little bit. I don't think he's capable of hitting the shots, so I wasn't worried about the raw teleport up there. We're only at 50% ult, so we're coming in here trying to do work. I don't mind the trance. It delays, but it was blown for like nothing. Like, we weren't using an ult right then. So I'm just on the point trying to find targets that would let me build ult. In the meantime, I get soldier. Oh, that's right. This guy was just good. I thought it was like a soldier ulti, but it wasn't. He was just a normal aimbot. And for the final bit, I decided to break out the cheesiest strat I can possibly think of for Anubis. And I've used this before. It's incredibly effective. I really want this win. We've been waiting forever. You rocket jump up here and just hold this position with soldier. Very difficult for a team that doesn't have a D.Va, a Genji, and Winston to deal with you. Because if it's just a Genji, you can solo him. If it's just a D.Va, you can solo him. But it's difficult because you want to stay on this high ground. And a Winston's a joke for soldier. So, yeah, it's a very, very nice spot to be. And 9 times out of 10, this is just going to win you the first point. I don't use it very often because I don't play soldier very much. If I were someone who played a lot of soldier, this is where I would set up every time on Anubis. It's just godly strong. It's much better than having like a Widow or Hanzo up here. Your Helix is gross. You can heal yourself, and you're sort of the king of that mid-range damage. So, we get ready for their push. I see the D.Va, and I believe in the stream already. I'm like, fuck. I don't want a D.Va. And it goes from bad to worse, because there's the Genji. So, they're trying to pressure me off here. But, I mean, whatever. Like, this Genji's unlikely to win this fight. I'm missing shots like a champion. I don't think I end up... Yeah, he dashes away, I think, in a moment. And he's getting Ana healed, so...
Seconds until I can fight that Genji some more.
Ooh, yeah. He tried to ult me there, and I had to give up the spot. But he wastes his whole ult killing me.
Roadhog
Well,
farm.
not waste. I mean, he kills me. But it has not much effect as I'm... Oh, that's right. I do remember that. I was frustrated by that. I could have lived there had I moved. It's just sleep deprived decision making there, like thinking that I can somehow kill him before he charges his high noon.
Bad face. And now I'm on like the shittiest defensive character for this point.
What I say there is very true. Like, soldier on last of Anubis is crap. Like, this is there's so many things that are much, much better for me to be on. I'm holding on to the ult because I don't have much to shoot at. I pop. Yeah, this is a idiotic ult. Right into the back of a d.va, who's of course going to turn around and immediately defense matrix.
For YouTube, if you'd like less lag, you should check out Beam. The link is in the description. Oh, fuck's sakes.
We have to hold this or lose. They are already in overtime, but my team makes it back. I'm just sprinting around on the point to delay. I still try to focus down this d.va first, and someone in chat tells me later I should have been trying to kill another target. The d.va shuts down my damage so much, and whole team's damage, that I didn't want to deal with her. And we end up with a tie. So, by and large, like, at the start of that game, I was running over people. Throughout the game, I just get so frustrated with my team that I make poor decisions that seem to work out for me, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I think that overall, playing Mcree how I wanted to play him is way better than the way I'd been playing him previously. Playing him from the back line and then moving him in for cleanup sort of midway through the team fight seems to be much more effective. Bringing out the Tracer when I get frustrated that the team won't actually push was super effective because it allows me to just not have to sit at the main gate and wait for the team to move forward, which honestly is so painful. It's one of the things I really cannot stand doing. And lastly, you know, Reaper play is Reaper play. You run around and shoot people. I played largely flanking Reaper there, and yeah, it's one of the things that I don't necessarily agree with. I don't think that it's... I think I should have played that Reaper near our Reinhardt for the most part. But yeah, that was my, like, 2 days no sleep match on Anubis that someone politely asked me to review. So there it is. I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Hey, enjoy this clip from the live stream. As always, discuss, provide advice, or ask any questions you like in the comments. Check the description for details, and don't forget to join the stream.